Hey, I'm Kev, Kumusta, and welcome to my first video. In this video I'm going to introduce myself and tell you what you can expect from this channel. Firstly, a word about the gameplay. As you probably noticed, it's a race around the Shanghai International Circuit in China. It's not my favourite circuit, especially those first two corners, which can be a pain in the arse, but the middle sector can be quite fun. I'm in the Force India and this is my setup. It's not the best setup, it's a bit understeery, but I like a loose car that I can just manhandle into the corners. There's a small lobby, I'm on pole, but I provided some good racing and hopefully entertains you as I talk about myself for the next 5 minutes. So where do I begin? I'm Kev, I'm in my early 20s, I live in England, and I'm a massive motorsports fan. I never did racing when I was younger because my mum forbade it after I found out my dad used to be a motocross rider in his teenage years, and I heard the odd story about his exploits, and so she never really wanted me to go into racing. But judging from my driving and racing games, I would have hit anything left, right and centre, so it's probably a good choice. Anyway, as I said, I was a motorsports fan. I followed F1 as far back as I remember, which is 1996, when Damon Hill won the championship for Williams. However, I wasn't really a fan of Hill when I was growing up. I was a fan of Ferrari and Michael Schumacher. I loved the red cars, the Tifosi, and Schumacher's driving style back then was really aggressive. I'm a fan of, well, Eddie Irvine, his teammate back then, by default, because he was also a catcher and he was a playboy, and it's just funny seeing him grow up. He really wasn't really into the cars. There's also a fan of Hill's teammate Jack Villeneuve at Williams, who came in over from America and basically challenged Hill for 96 and then won the title in 97 after Schumacher failed to hit him out of the race. I was also a fan of John Alesi, who used to drive for Ferrari and drove for Benetton back then, who had this crazy style that was really aggressive, and in it he channeled Jack's father, Gilles Villeneuve, who also is probably the most famous Ferrari driver ever. To a lesser extent, I also like Olivier Panis, who won the 96 Monaco Grand Prix for Ligier and drove for Prost in early 97 and was having an amazing season until he sadly crashed in Canada and broke both his legs. He's never quite the same driver since. I've also liked Juan Pablo Montoya, who also came over from America and basically came in like a raging bull and then left like a raging bull to go back to America and drive in NASCAR. And I just loved his aggressive style when in the dull years he challenged Schumacher and he pulled off some amazing overtakes. I've also liked, in recent years, my most recent driver that I support is probably Sebastian Bourdais, who's in IndyCar at the moment. He came in from America, from Champ Car, won 4 titles on the trot, but then came up against Vettel and Red Bull, and he was never really given a really good chance, and he was given pretty raw deal in F1. But I like him in IndyCar, and he's a really good driver. However, I haven't really supported drivers since, and I haven't really supported a team since Ferrari back in the 90s. Mainly because of Ferrari international assistance in the early thousands, and their domination. It's quite boring and you could really see corruption right on the forefront. Apart from F1, I follow World Rally Championship, and one of my heroes growing up was Colin McRae and his on-the-edge driving style. I've noticed that I like drivers who are quite aggressive. He would win a stage, or he would bin the car. It was just that, and I loved that, and he never knew what was going to come up from him. I also like Richard Burns, who was his rival for the 2001 World Rally Championship, which Burns won after McRae crashed the car in the Great British Rally. I also like Peter Solberg, 2003 World Rally Championship champion, and his personality is great. I also followed IndyCar, as I mentioned, and followed it since 2004, and my favourite driver was Dan Weldon, who sadly died last October. My favourite driver now is the Mayor of Hinchtown, James Hinchcliffe, who drives for GoDaddy, and he's in the title hunt. And as my love for F1 has kind of faded with the new formula, I kind of think IndyCar is my favourite series now. There's also for endurance racing, British touring cars, World Touring Cars, Intercontinental Rally Challenge, British Formula 3, GB3, GB2, MotoGP, NASCAR, you name it, I've probably followed it or follow it now. Also like other sports like cricket, tennis, NFL, go Patriots, football, go Chelsea. I'm also into music, so you probably, when I get better at editing and stuff and mixing sound, you'll probably hear my compositions in the background of gameplay. Now onto the channel. I mostly play sports and racing games, but I do have a slight COD addiction, so you might see some Modern Warfare 3 videos pop up like once a week. However, I'm playing series around F1 2011 and 2012, Dirt, but I'm not sure how well that will go now, and Madden 13, because I know it's like an amazing game, and it looks like it's going to be the best Madden yet. I don't know how many videos I'm going to post a week, maybe 4 or 5, so a couple of F1 videos, a COD video, and maybe Dirt or Forza 4, which I find great fun. Or I've got Race Pro, which is a sim-like driving game, so it depends how good I am on that game if I post any gameplay from it. So yeah, that's basically me. On the end note, I say why I'm going into YouTube. I just want to improve my editing, my music mixing, and basically sound mixing skills. As you can see, races ended. I came second. I held off the Toro Rosso just, which is great. And hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and thanks for taking time out of your day to listen and watch this video. And hopefully you'll see some more content from me soon. And as you can see, I'm about to go into Parc Fermé and celebrate and be like basically the opposite of Paul di Resta, who's speaks like this. So thanks for watching this video, and till next time, cheerio.